So I'm using a Kraken crawl from Googan. So I don't remember what color it is. It's like a Jumbo color. Get on this Lew's speed spool on a Lunker Hunt rod. So we should be alright. Biggest fish I've caught out of this lake's probably 5 pounds. I posted a short on it. But here's what we're using it. See. It's a Kraken crawl. It's a good bait. I've caught a lot of fish on it. Probably gonna try parallel. This wind is blowing pretty hard. So I don't know how good we'll do on the bank or whatever. Or how good we'll even do, to be honest with you. These fish kind of have lockjaw. They don't like to bite much. For some reason. There's a lot of brush out here. There's a lot of fish out here. Why they don't bite, I don't know. But, I mean, I fish brush all the time on this lake. You know. I hadn't had a bite on brush yet. Mainly my bites are from just open water. They just are sitting, like they group up, like on flats and stuff. But, yep. Well, hey, I didn't get it on video, but I did catch the first fish of the day. Probably a pound. On this, it bit it as soon as it hit the water. Man, I done hooked him in the gills. That's a pretty good fish. That's typically what you catch at this lake. Yep, he choked it. That's how you want to see it right there, though, like that. That's when you know that's what they're biting. But these are tiger bass, so they typically more aggressive fish. And the way they bite, they don't bite; they just pick it up. It's kind of like a big fish bite. And like a big fish just normally like picks your worm up and hauls tail with it. But these are kind of the same way. But these are some of them are little. But this is a good quality bass right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut this line because I don't want to kill this fish. So I'm gonna just cut the line. I don't want to kill this fish because I'm just gonna leave that in there. It's a good fish though. Besides, I mean, it's not just a great fish, but it's a pretty good fish. Turn him back now. A little feisty. Well, there it goes. Yep. Sorry I didn't get the catch on camera because it kind of bit it as soon as it hit the water. But yeah. So that fish bit a Kraken crawl. I only have one of them left of that color, and I have some more green pumpkins like this, and those are good baits. I've caught a few 4s off of that. These are some Jumbos. I'm probably gonna switch to one of these two after this one because this is my last one. But what's funny is I did throw I did not have it on camera, but I threw a crankbait in that same spot earlier, like 4 or 5 times, and they did not bite it. And there was obviously fish in there because I got a bite. So I caught a pretty good fish. I mean, that's not like a giant fish, but it's a good fish to be catching regularly, you know. But yeah, so. They are not biting moving baits at all today. That's a good sign. That means I need to work the bottom and work slow. And yep. So here we go. moving spots on this lake. I fished this spot for probably a good 30 minutes or so. Back and forth. I did not change bait because I think they really do. I've had a lot of luck on this crawl in this lake. I think they like it a lot. So I probably should have switched baits and tried it. But then again, I've never really done that good on that side of the lake. I caught a 4.5 in this corner out here last year. And I've caught several. There's a big brush pile right here. I'm gonna fish it for a little bit and see what we can do with it. The good thing is it's starting to get a little cloudy, so things might start biting more. And take notice, it is middle of the day, so not be a great time to go fishing, but I'm kind of busy. And I slept way too late this morning. I did not mean to. I've never slept till hardly 9. I slept till almost 10. So kind of mad at myself for doing that, but anyways, we're still gonna have a good time, catch some fish hopefully. Still using the same crawl, and yeah, here we go. Oh, there's backlash. Oh well. New spots, and I'm gonna try this same crawl over here. I've caught pretty good fish over here. There's a brush top in front of me. Same pole, same everything. We're just gonna try it out there in front of that brush top. Little ways. Caught some pretty good fish out here. Not in the brush top, but beside it, so we'll see how it goes. Well guys, I'm gonna switch to something different right here. I don't really want to use none of that. What's in this bag? I'm gonna try this June bug brush hog, baby brush hog. And I've not really had much luck on this one in the past, but I know they can bite it because I've caught a lot of fish on it. I just hadn't fished it much yet. At least to know if they really want it or not. So, that's what you do. Put a little red on its tail. Oh yeah. Caught a lot of fish on this bait, just not on this lake. It hadn't tested it much in this lake. At least to know if they're gonna bite it or not, so we'll find out here in just a second. Yep, that's how you do it, right there. Just throw it on out there. Like that. Just caught a pretty good bass, 4 pounds, 4 or 5, at this lake. Hadn't caught one out here in a while. I'm turning back. Gosh, that's a big fish right there.